It's
Like, I
crazy.
don't know, that would be wrong of me. And I don't want to open up a can of worms to go back and forth. But I was
Right.
damn near about to go back and forth because it was just like, what I put here for the students now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So now that shit's, I did for you. Thank you.
Nah, that's crazy. Yeah, I was out there in New York for an internship for like the majority of the summer.
How was it?
It was fun. But it was like low key a startup. So like I got it like with Howard University, and the starters basically like they started having like some bad business practice. So I had to end it kind of
Was
early.
it like through a program?
No. This is like their like they legit have their own like they basically were practicing some bad business practices in whatever grant that was they were using to help provide like payments didn't get approved or something like that, and then I peeped that kind of early in the game, so we discussed that, and then it got so bad though we had to get like Howard involved because we got it, you know what I'm saying, via through the School of Engineering at Howard.
Yeah.
So like or we applied for it. But regardless, so I kinda had to cut that a little bit shorter. But I had a good summer though. I was like out like every weekend. Like I was
That's
like
good.
like I was in Singapore, like I went out the country for a little minute. Like
Yeah.
it was great.
That's really fun.
But yeah, now we're back at it. You know what I'm saying? Back at school. Finish some stuff up. They're already like I don't know, it's kinda weird with like of course like how things went, like seeing like everything kind of keep moving, especially after that whole thing with like the students being unenrolled and stuff. But I don't know.
That was really crazy.
To me, it feels
That
like
was how we ever addressed it. Like,
yeah, Howard's just getting kind of a little bit worse, but it's alright.
yeah,
We trying to get in and get out.
Hopefully this school year goes good for you.
Appreciate it. And then I reached out to that lawyer group the other day, so I'm actually gonna meet up with them.
How'd it go?
I just like responded to dude on LinkedIn, like, and I was like, "Oh yeah, is this still going on?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, I'll try to come on this Thursday." So stuff like that. Yeah. So everything doing okay, doing all right. But yeah, but that was it.
That's really good.
That was
I love
it.
how we both got the happy ending with that because, like I said, Howard, and like even with the situation that like we went through, I was like, a lot of people went through that the previous year. So I just feel as though the system itself at this point is flawed, and I just hope like it stops here because. But you know, like everyone's saying that like Howard is now being funded by the Trump administration solely. So that's why I thought the federal funding was cut. So I'm like finding that out definitely rubbed me the wrong way.
So that happened for sure.
Yeah, 1,000%. That's what the people from the lawyer meeting told me
Wow.
about Texas funding Howard, which would make a lot of sense due to like the change of power. Vice President came back, being Vice President is a Republican.
Wow. Yeah. That kind of reads a lot. So
Yeah, so
not too
I personally-
surprised by that.
at this point, I'm like, I wouldn't put anything past Howard University
Literally.
because I'm like, they're clearly not for us like they pretend to be, and I just feel like even if I had become so elitist, like did you see the way like even with the dorms and all that, but did you see Usher's son's dorm?
Nah, he got an apartment off campus.
Are you sure it's an apartment?
Yeah.
Everyone said that was the annex. Look at the windows. That's not an apartment. What apartment would that be in DC?
Wait. Let me.
That's new annex renovated.
Do you have the link?
Windows.
Do you have the link?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, no, that's not an apartment.
Cause I'm pretty sure.
The comments of the video, so the person who made that page said, my dad got me an apartment, but the page is not by Usher's son. So it's somebody pretending, if you click on the page, it says Cinco Raymond. This is not his dad, it's not his dad, it's the fan page, I'm hearing different things.
Let me see.
But that is literally Anna. Look at the window. Even Ms. Howard said, Michaela said, well, what dorm is this? Ms. Howard commented that it's annex, they renovated it.
Renovating annex is crazy.
I know how to live off campus.
Yeah, I'm off campus this year myself.
What dorm is that?
Hold on, let me look it up. I am. Yeah, you sent me something totally different, man.
You said what?
I think you sent me something totally different.
Yeah, no, that's where he's living.
No. You sent me something that said when someone says my picking me cheating, but it's not. Like
Oh, what?
you. That's what the thumbnail says to
Oh,
this
that was my
link.
For You page. I was like, what?
Oh.
You see it? You see this?
Alright.
I got the video on. New dorm. HU. No. Let's go. Look at this.
Oh, that's definitely not. What apartment is that?
That's Annex.
You're right. That is Annex game.
That's what I'm saying. They
No,
renovated
because
it.
of the red. Because of the red. The
The
window.
window, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, but that's just wallpaper. High key. He probably wallpapered it, so.
No, look at the kitchen and the back. Like, all you saw is that there's 70 boys right now sharing a room with no kitchen in Drew Hall.
Right.
I need to see a couple of these rooms like this in Annex. I need to really believe that this shit's there. Because I've been seeing all of the dorm tours, your Annex dorm tours on my For You page. And you come here, and I've yet to see anybody in the kitchen and a walked-in bathroom.
It's not loading all the way for me right now because the internet's kind of
Walk-in closet and
bad.
walk-in bathroom. It's crazy. But I know it's talking the shower, so
All right.
I'll see you later.
Of course. Yeah. But all right, man. Good. I'm glad you're doing all right. I'll see you later. Or I'll hear from
Yeah,
you
you
later.
too.
Bye.
No worries. Because so now that we know what you're, you know what you're playing, I'm gonna show you the rhythm. Cool. So, I get gas. Yeah. Okay. So, ignoring all the fancy little slashes and all the things, tell me what are we doing? What type of images? What type of images? And actually, you're welcome to draw on it. Mm-hmm.
Eight notes. So you have 8 notes.
Yeah. So, count this man. Ignoring your littles or slashes, ignore those. Just count, right? Ignore the accents, all of
So
it.
wait, am I counting just A or just that?
Yeah, so just count this one right here, this first one.
1 and 2.
Boom. Where's my hand? Why are you
Oh.
moving up my hand off both of
Yes.
this? We got
1
one.
and 2 and 3.
Boom. Okay. So, that being said, the only reason I'm gonna show you this part specifically is because you see it so much when you use it. This will help you quicker. Typically, I would not go over this first. But, whenever you see these little slash marks, those are diddles. A diddle just means 2 notes on one hand. So, if it's a right-handed one, you're gonna go right, left, right, left. And that's exactly what you've been playing this whole time. And you hear, that's all it means. You cut the note in half. So, what if I took, and I had a quarter note, and I put a slash on it? When you cut a quarter note in half, what does that mean? Exactly, so you would just play that as well. Boom. If I took an eighth note, and I put a slash. Eighth note caption is what? Exactly, so what are these? But you cut it in half, so they're technically this. See what I mean? Yeah. Yep. So you're literally just, so technically, and the reason they do that is because one is to show you that you play this on just one hand. Because if not, you go instead of. So, it also is key. Because sometimes in the world of music, especially for drummers, it gets so convoluted best way that somebody who's writing the music can be like, okay, that shit is pretty good. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. So technically, if you wanted to count it, and this is, hopefully this will not throw you off, it does tell me shows. So this is one and, like you already counted. This technically is 2E in cut.
Oh.
Yep. Mhm. So actually,
get it.
lucky for you, I brought my sticks today.
Okay.
You see what I mean? It's making sense, ain't it, bro? I'm gonna just play on the screen. So we're going. I'm not doing the right sticking, but that's the
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that. What? Yeah.
That's literally it, bro. Yep. So now that you know that, how do you count this? Count it including your note.
So.
I guess it's what makes this a secret? That is a different type of note. It's called a flam. Yeah. But we're gonna ignore the flam for now. Just count your actual eight notes. Yeah. Yes, up the top. These are slashes. Your catch. There's no E. So you see these have slashes. That's why you're counting them like 16 notes. You see how these don't? So these are counted as what? Great. It's the E that's giving it. Cause so I'll go over them. So we'll go over this one. So it'll be one E and up, two and three. Because if you notice these don't have the slash connects on the middle. These do. So that's why we're counting these like 16 notes. Because they have a slash. Does that make sense? Now play with me.
That makes sense.
I got it.
So you were saying one.
Yeah, because these are technically 16 notes. 'Cause remember when we take when we put a little, I forget what this actual slash is called. That's why I call it slash. I don't have a music education degree. I just thought this shit. So sometimes I don't call stuff probably what it might be called. You're getting my gist. Yeah. So I'm gonna flatten this thing out. I'm gonna turn it sideways to the right side. So what we're looking at is regular angles. I'm drawing these first two. And if you like, I will connect them. It doesn't change anything. It just makes it look pretty. So these two are what you're looking at here. Now, this makes it a 16, right? If we cut it in half. This one is also. So we can exactly. So this is one E and up. And this is regular A. So this would be what? 2, 2. And yeah. So it is 2 and. So you see how that works? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you got it. You literally got it. So, but we'll come back to this in just a little bit. But because I know that you're gonna see that so much in your music, it'll help you a little bit. So for example, if you were to play this, how would you play it? Ignore the sticking, we're gonna just pretend for now, sticking doesn't exist. It does, but in this moment it will not. So, just go right, left, right, left, right, left. So just play beat 1 and 2. Ignore, we're not gonna go here yet. So just play your first 2 beats. So stop. Ready? 1, and actually I'm gonna turn the metronome. I'm a metronome driver. I think every single percussionist should use a metronome because we hear the heartbeat of the band. We're all full bands off. Yeah, so baby, when I worked with kids, they hated me. We don't use a metronome.
I agree. Metronome should be on at all times.
Yeah, thank you, Rashawn. That's my fist, okay?
Yeah.
Huh? But it's because as humans, we can't keep a beat. No human can keep a beat. We all naturally rush or drag, and the metronome's like, you know? Exactly. So this is gonna go with so this is 8 notes. We're gonna go 1 and 2 and that's what this is. Cool? That's what the metronome has to be. So we're gonna just count 8 notes. So 1 and 2 E and 3. You see what I mean? Yeah. So you're gonna want to speed up when you get to these little diddles. It's hard, but you know, because I'm gonna stop you every time. You ready? And 1, 2 beats, and 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2. Good. And I always give a +1, so I always go to the next down beat. So I'm gonna give you 1 and 2. I'm gonna go to you. 1, 2, 3, go. Very good. Again, go. 1, 2, 3, good. Last time. Ready? Go. 1, 2, good. You got it? Yep. Or honestly, if you want to, you still technically could do this 1 and 2 and, but you need to make sure that when you see these bills, you're doubling your note. So you can still go 1 and 2 and. You see how that works? Because they technically still are 8 bills, you just have a diddle on it. Because if you took the diddle off, it's 8. So however you need to count it for you, it's fine. Because sometimes you'll see like multiple slashes, and that means you cut it 1, 2, 3. It's just a drum roll. That's all it is. Yeah, that's it. But sometimes instead of having to count it, you just know, okay, you just still count out like you normally do any note and just add the middle. So you know just what the middle. Cool? Yeah. Anytime you see it, throw it on in there. So try this one. We're gonna go, what is that, big 3 or 4? Let me erase all my other crap. And then we'll go back to learning other bills, but for now we're gonna stick here. 1, 2, ready, go. That is only 3. So I got 3 and 4. Sorry. And 1, 2, ready, go. 3 and 4. Got it. Good. Yeah, again. And you literally just played for me a second ago. But this is what you played. 1, 2, again, go. And 4. Yes! I like you. Try it again. 1, 2, last time. Go. 3 and 4. And good. Now, do that whole measure. And we will add sticking, but we're gonna add it once we know the rhythm comfortably. That's how admittedly, even when I practice, I'm stuck in sticking. Because sometimes if you can't even get the rhythm right, the sticking's gonna be wrong no matter what you do. So, yeah, learn the rhythm first. And then we're like, oh, I got it. Then put the sticking to it. Because you have a right and left hand, you have your whole life. You'll put them in the right spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I always worry about sticking last, but I'm also not a percussionist by trade. That to me is what works. If it doesn't work for you, then it works for you. But to me, if I don't have to worry about which hand it is, and I can just play the shit, come on, because I'll even play this whole thing in one hand if I had to, just to know the rhythm. Yeah, you see what I mean? So yeah, ignore sticking still. If that works for you, if not, you can see it now. But let's just try this one. And 1, 2, again, go. Stand by. It's because I turned my guest feed off. Don't worry. She'll be on every time we work. 1, 2, again, go. Good. I always do +1. So wherever we finish, I will always do the next beat. 2, again, go. Hold up. I'm proud of you for counting it. We're counting it. So how do we count it? But if you're gonna say it, you gotta play it. So you're gonna go 1, 10.
So, oh, at the end.
Yeah, you gotta hit it. Yeah.
Okay. 1 and 2. Wait. 1
Uh-huh.
and 2. Wait, what's the
You're playing it right. You just gotta say
1
it.
and wait. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2.
Think about what you're doing though. These left pinwheels are hurting right now. I need you to think about what you're doing. The right pinwheels are much better. Think about what you're doing. The left pinwheel, left pinwheel.
And so the thing with musicians and
Can we start off with a mark time 8?
especially the really young, like middle schoolers, they think they can play it without saying it. If your mouth can't say it, your hands can't play it. So make your hands or make your mouth say the right thing, and your hands will do it. So if you're saying one hand, that's what I need to get in the to. So if you don't say 3 hands,
culture is in this
That's why you
particular
know what
space.
you're doing. So everything that you say needs to be everything you play.
Bruh.
So let's try one time. Try this again. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, go. Cool. 2, again, 3 times.
Hello?
Yo, bro, tell me why the only principles of electronics classes I gotta retake this is with BOFA, bro.
Go.
Ooh. I like that, bro.
You think it's cheatable?
I mean, look, he is. I think that's okay. A lot of people cheating, but like, I still got.
Okay. Bro, you ever go to Solution Hub?
I'm in there right now.
Okay, bad.
I'm still waiting for her to call me, but
Who you need to talk to?
the person.
Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Let's see.
Yes, yeah. And 1, 2, again, 3 times. Good. And ready, go. Last time, brother. Ready, go.
That was 90. We done. We did that in 2 days. A whole dollar Jordan for clapping. And the whole stadium flag. Oh, that'd be great. I think it will.
Hell yeah, we both measures together. Very good job. This is called sight reading. We're gonna do this up for the first time and read it through. So very good job sight reading that. So let's do this one, this one. 1, 2, go. You look good too.
Yeah, I'm skipping
Let's
too.
do that again. Let's try it again. So you're playing it right, that's good. We just gotta get that knocked off. Right? And 1, 3 times. Ready? Go. Keep going and 4, don't stop. And 1. It's okay. Yep, it's okay, don't stop. No matter what. If you mess up on the show, do you stop? Exactly. Keep going. Good. Keep going again. Ready? Go.
This, I think this one, like, it it was like, wait, let me see.
Right, the third segment right here.
No.
Yep. Because it's a 16th note, now cut it in half. So it's a 32. So
Hate 'em.
it's weird math. It's actually fractions, which I love fractions, but don't get me started.
Yeah, I think that was the one that kind of speed up. Like, I remember Taylor Play was like, that.
Yeah. Now mind you, it's not that it speeds up. You have more notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's speeding up, but just
Exactly.
playing more notes.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, you took that quarter note and made it into more notes. It's still a quarter note. It's still the whole thing. It still adds up to one quarter. You see what I mean? So it's, yeah, I try to just long as I'm not speeding up at all. So ignore your buzz. Ignore every single one of them. Ignore your buzz. Just play the straight 16 note. And this time, I'm going to show you one thing. You know this one? Boom. We're not going to play accent sheets yet. I just want to make sure this is cool with these notes. Got it? So, everything but the 16. You ready? Do you remember how to count? What's your mouth? You ready? Yeah, we're gonna go slow because I want you to be able to comfortably get those notes too. This is still 8 notes, so 1, flams do not hit on any specific part. It's kind of like a feel. That's why usually when it comes to band directors, they don't introduce the flam until you have a good concept of everything else. Yeah. It's gonna take a baby walk out the way. Yeah. Alright, so let's take this one a little slow. Because we want to really get comfortable on 16. And 2, that's painful. 1 E and 2 E and yeah, let's go there. 1, 2 again. What's your mouth saying? 1, it's okay, we're gonna get close to 16. So 1 and 1 and 2 and so 1 E 2 E. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 we did slow down a little bit, but that's the first time. We'll try it again. Ready? Go. 1, good, 2, 3, go. 1, good, reading it. 2, ready. Yep. So you have such a good ear, I will always make you listen to music. Because you can listen to me all day, you will kill that shit. I want that. So every time I'll be like, put your eyes like that. Cool? So this next one we're gonna do, let me find you a good one. I'm not going to play this one with you. This time, this is Malik's solo. So on that shit. Ready?
Okay.
Yep. all these are just strictly 60 counts. That's all you're looking at. Yep. So pretend you don't even see it. And just put this on without the just hold it. 1, E, and ready, and go. Good. 2, again. couple $100. I knew it wasn't nuts. Okay, okay, I'm glad we're on the same page. Well, good. Take anything else.
Okay.
Yeah. And when it comes to that, you only play the beginning of the time. So for example, if when it comes to life, people go, right? So when you play the first part of the note, you do not play the other part. I'm gonna explain that in just a second. So let's say this is our basic, everything is gonna start from here. So this new rhythm. So what I did was I put these two together, they are not together. And so if we were to play this one, one E is right here, this part. In blue is our one E. This is right here. This is in so in our head, we're saying one E. So let's remember the first part of the time. Exactly. So if the one and the E are tied together, we're going to one or two. So one. Yep. Still say E because E is still there. It's like if a husband and wife is there, you're not going to, she's still in there. She didn't disappear. She's just not going to go. So one E and that's it. Yeah. The next is they're very much there in love. They're happy. Okay. So this is one type. That's 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 5 different. You're just looking at it for the first time. Cool. So right there is our panicking move. Yes. I saw your face. You see how what makes you think? Okay, there. You see what I mean? Got it. Yeah. So let's do. We're gonna go straight next to it. You see also. And a lot of people confuse these. A lot of my students always confuse these. And I understand because I did when I first started learning music. So you see how these are now just, you took this and just flipped it over? So what do you think this one would be?
So
Looking at our diagram up here, everything started as a basic 16th note and then we chopped and screwed it.
so you already have this right here. So
Let's take a step back. You go on the right path, and then you go on the right. That's okay. Go on the straight path. Cool. So, what looks like, so this is still 1 E.
Okay, I'm gonna do this
Okay.
one soon.
Where's and up? This right here is our and up.
it's still I'm thinking about like so it's saying 4, it's supposed to be 1 E and 2 E.
Oh no, this is just 1/16 note.
1/16.
Yeah, this entire thing, if we were to add it all back together, is 1/4. So this is just 1 E. Cool. So when we're counting this and when we're playing it, which part do we play? is just easy to look at. So, this is one, wait, don't hit us. Say up your head. Cool? So, a little more time. Let's throw them good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna play this one, and then we're gonna come back and play this one to make sure we're because that's probably gonna happen. I'm gonna judge you a little bit. So this is one. Now, go back to this one. These are the only two you're gonna see. Because these are the two you're gonna see a lot here. And I know, actually, there's a few more. Now, it goes advanced. These are 16 now. They're fun, bro. They're funky. They're kind of cool. You ready? Chop it out a little bit. Cool. So now let's go back to this one and give it a try. You ready? One. This is still 16 now. 10. 1, 2, ready, go. Now, this is beat one, this is beat two. So get me, yep, so go from beat one straight into beat two. That is everybody's, this is stumble here. Not beat. Ready? 1, 2, ready by yourself. Oh, sorry, this is two, this is a two. It's only two, yeah. 1, 2, ready, go.